Hey everybody, welcome back to another Judgment commentary of the Monogatari series, but today we're going to be starting Owarimonogatari's second season, but last time we finished off Koyomi Monogatari with the last two episodes, and think about those two episodes, unlike the rest of Koyomi Monogatari, these two episodes were important. Very important. It probably had one of the most important events of Araragi's life. So what happened exactly? Well, Araragi met Gaien up at the shrine, and she had to explain to him all of the problems that are going on in town right now, one of which is that, well, there's currently no god at the shrine, as we know, now that Nadeko is no longer the snake god, and there's the fact that Araragi has no one to protect him right now. Therefore, if he ever runs into any supernatural problems, he will inevitably use his vampire powers, and if he were to do so, that could be bad. Now, why Araragi has no one to protect him right now is because Yozuru has gone missing after episode 11, where she made a little bit of a bet with Araragi. She just sorta vanished. And because she's not around, Ononoki has gone dormant, and Ononoki was supposed to be the one who could protect Araragi in case anything went south. So without her able to protect him, there is no guarantee that he won't use his vampire powers. So just to not take any chances, Gaien decided to take Araragi off the board permanently, pulling out the oddity-slaying sword and hacking him into pieces. Well, pieces is not really the right word. She cut him up until there was nothing left of him. He turned into frickin' mist. And her having the oddity-slaying sword is interesting because they did hint that it would be showing up very recently. I had forgotten that it was right at the end of Owari Season 1, where they talked about it. I remembered that they mentioned it. I just forgot that it happened literally like a couple weeks ago for me. It was Ogi who told Araragi that if somebody were to collect the first's armor, they could reforge it into the original oddity-slaying sword, and, well, that's exactly what happened. And it came back to bite him literally moments later. Because at the end of Owari Season 1, it was apparently the same day as when he died, because he was on his way to go up to the shrine one last time before he went to take the exams, and there we saw him at the shrine, and didn't end well. Next thing Araragi knew, after getting cut up, he saw Mayoi. Yeah, Mayoi was there in this weird purgatory-esque space he found himself in. So with all that taken into account, it is very strange that the last couple episodes of Koyomi were insanely important, while the rest of them were just little side stories, so much so that, of course, many people probably just skipped clean over Koyomi, not knowing that the last two episodes would be so crucial. Imagine the confusion when they turned on Owari's second season. I mean, that depends if it starts exactly where Koyomi left off, which I guess it might not. But as a whole, I felt that Koyomi Monogatari was fine. There was a lot of fun to be had there. Some of the episodes were less interesting to me. Episode 5 was probably one of those ones that I don't think about as much out of the whole set, just because there wasn't that much really going on with it. But most of them still had good moments to them. Especially in the earlier episodes, I felt like they had a lot of, quick little mystery elements to them. But episodes 11 and 12 were the real showstoppers, especially 12, because the main character frickin' dies in that episode. But hey, that's enough incoherent babbling. Right now, we can get started with Owari's second season, episode 1, which, by the way, I can see in the file name, the name of this arc is Mayoi Hell. So, that's fantastic. Does that mean Mayoi is in hell? Which, I can't imagine she is, but it could just be one of those metaphorical titles, or she's in hell. I could see Araragi going to hell, theoretically here, but Mayoi, she was just a kid. So I don't know. I guess we can just go ahead and see. What do you say, guys? Chapter 1. Well, that didn't have any previews or next times or anything like that. Nope, it just kinda stopped, but that's okay. This was a interesting one. The return of Mayoi. Never thought we'd see her again because, she ascended to the afterlife, but it's fitting that the only way she would return is through Araragi's own demise. And she's in hell, because apparently there's a rule that if a kid dies before their parents do, they just don't even get a chance, they just go to hell. No purgatory or anything, which might make more sense. It's messed up, man. Or maybe she was kidding around. I don't know. I don't know the rules of this hell they mentioned. Okay, through a quick bit of Google searching, it seems like the hell they're referring to is of the Buddhist faith, the Naraka, because it seems that the, how'd they pronounce that, Avicii? I'm probably saying that very wrong. Is the lowest circle of the Naraka. And they did say it was at the lowest point. It sounds like this is the one that they were referring to. And from the little bit that I can extrapolate from this, it is not like, say, the Christian perspective of hell. It's very different, where apparently one isn't even there eternally. Like, they're just there for a really, really long time before they get reborn. And I guess Aragi's just got to speed run that process. Now, I wonder if what Mayoi said about the kids dying before their parents thing is actually a fact, or if that's just something they made up. I don't know, but apparently, Gaien was the one who told Mayoi about Araragi being there because she'd said that Gaien intended for Araragi to die and be resurrected. It's all part of her master plan, so yeah, don't know what she has to gain by killing him and then having him come back, unless killing him like resets the vampire thing. Maybe. Also, it's funny that Mayoi seems to know exactly where she's going and is not lost at all in any way. It's an ironic twist of things, isn't it? That she would be such a guiding presence to him. And well, I gotta address it at least once during this part here. I almost actually deleted it from my brain. I'm very sad that I wasn't able to, but we had the most over-the-top Araragi and Mayoi interaction that we've ever had. And maybe it's befitting of the situation because you thought I'd never see her again because she was dead and she went to the afterlife. But oh boy, they went way, way beyond any expectation with that one. Just, wow. Really testing the limits with that. I mean, to be fair, if anybody has made it this far into Monogatari without being scared off by any of the other stuff, I guess you're pretty much immune to it by this point. But yikes. It's the only word I've got now. Yikes. And hey, we got a quick little walkthrough of some of Araragi's past events, talking about things he might have liked to do differently versus things he was, glad to do the same, like that he would always catch Senjugahara when she was falling. Although they talked about the fact that, well, if you hadn't caught her, well, maybe she would have had a romantic relationship with Kaiki, and it's like, if you hadn't caught her, she would be dead, for one. Two, as much as I don't have too much respect for Kaiki sometimes, I'm not gonna even venture to believe he might have a relationship with a high school kid, but... So yeah, interesting. Mayoi's in hell, Araragi's in hell, but it's all part of Gaien's plan. She wants Mayoi to resurrect him because that's just a thing you can do, I guess. You can just, have him walk through his life, get to the end of things, and then bring him back. Also, Ogi's wrapped up in this. He was like, for some reason I completely forgot about Ogi, even though she's critically important to the previous parts of his existence here, so... I wonder if Ogi was genuinely trying to warn him to interrupt Gaien's plans, but, well, if that was the case, she wasn't on the nose enough about it. But maybe we'll see next time what Araragi thinks of Ogi's involvement here. But anyway, I think that's about all I gotta say, guys. So, thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed. Subscribe to be updated on more. Next time, we got episode 2, Mayoi Hell, part 2. I think it's only a 2-parter, or maybe a little more? I'm not sure. Doesn't really matter, but man, I'm having trouble collecting my thoughts right now. I'll try my best to gather my thoughts up for next time, but like I said, that is it, guys. Hope to catch you next time. Till then, I will see you guys later.